Okay guys, so this is my attempt at trying to make a tutorial on setting up the DX274, which is a vanity with a backlit mirror, or not backlit, it's got fixtures around the mirror. So basically got the initial step one started so it can stand up on its own to help me kind of get everything in place. So the part that I really want to focus on with this video is assembling the mirror. So if you have the base kit, getting the table put together is pretty straightforward with the instructions. So we're just going to skip ahead to when the mirror gets put into place. Okay, so now I'm going to try and show you how to put together the mirror portion of this vanity. And if you hear a baby in the background, because there's a baby in the background. So your mirror, thankfully, is all in one piece. And so this is obviously going to be the top. This is the top portion. Hopefully we're in frame. Up here, and then that's your bottom frame portion where the holes are for the screws to go into the back of the table. So the light fixtures that came in a separate box and they actually shipped separately for some reason. I was worried because we didn't have them at first. But these are pretty straightforward. And what you're going to want to do is there's going to be probably some extra lines, some extra wire from the sockets. So you're going to want to either tape or zip tie them together behind the mirror so that you don't have cables just, you know, hanging all around. I mean, cable management is one of my pet peeves. Like, you know, even if you could see my computer desk right now, the cable management is not quite where I'd want it to be. It's better than most that I've seen, like other places, like a lot of people, but I have a lot of cables, obviously, with cameras and audio equipment and monitors and HDMIs and yada, yada, yada. But that is one of my big things, is like I need the cables to be out of the way and preferably not visible, because it drives me crazy. And they've got this wrapped up very uh-oh. What's the deal here? Okay. So if yours came like mine, the power going into the first socket, which are daisy chained, has come loose. Now, most of you probably are not electricians, so if this does happen, it looks like it's just a compression joint here, and I'll try and see. You might be able to see here, this wire came out of here, so it should just press in and it should stay. Yeah, see, now it feels like it's got more of a bite. But yeah, you have to make sure that the line that corresponds with either your hot or your neutral goes into the correct terminal. Otherwise, it won't work. These twist off. So I think the best thing to do would just go ahead and take all these off of here, because those are the parts that twist onto the front to hold the socket in place. So your first socket where your power comes in is going to start, I'm going to start it at the bottom left, and then depending on the thickness you might have to, of the wood, you might have to adjust the back part of the thread so it can go through. And now, since these are plastic, these sockets are plastic, you don't want to really tighten these down more than like finger tight, because otherwise you could strip them out or break them, and then good luck finding the same ones again. Oh, shit. Well, I just broke my damn tripod. And yeah, it's broken. Wonderful. Okay. So now you can see that all of the sockets are in place. But if you turn this around, you'll notice, like I said earlier, there's cable that needs to be secured. So I think honestly the best thing to do here would be just to take some Scotch tape or maybe even duct tape and just kind of tape these down. Don't put any tension on the wire, just make sure that it's secured. It's not going to just come up. And that should be good. Should be fine. And so basically once you get all that done, you just got to find a plug nearby, and there's a switch on the transformer which illuminates your vanity, which is very bright with the included LED light bulbs. And I'm actually kind of pleased about how it came out. Turns out nice. And it was very minimal skill involved for assembly of the furniture part anyways. And the as long as your wires are properly connected into the back of the sockets, all those should work just fine. Alright, so this is my first tutorial video I think I've ever done of anything and posted it, so I guess give it a like or a share, or if you know somebody who's interested in a vanity, we can recommend this one. It's very nice. And what I'm planning on doing is seeing if we can get a plug here and a switch, so that way we can just have this come on with a light switch instead of having to mess with the cord dangling across the floor, and it would clean it up and make it look nicer. Alright, see ya.